Component 1. Resistor. 3 minutes. Definition: a component that limits how much current flows through a circuit. Analogy: a narrow pipe in a water system. Less space, less flow. Real world example: slits next to an LED in your TV remote to stop it from burning out. Script: think of electricity like water rushing through pipes. A resistor is like squeezing that pipe narrower. The water still flows, but more slowly and safely. In your TV remote, a resistor sits right next to each LED to make sure it gets just the right amount of power, not so much that it fries. Component 2. Capacitor. 3 minutes. Definition: a component that stores an electrical charge and releases it when needed. Analogy: a water tower fills up slowly, releases quickly in a burst. Real world example: smooths out power supply, ripples in phone chargers and audio amplifiers. Now imagine a water tower. It fills up gradually, but when you open the tap, it releases water fast. That's a capacitor inside a camera flash. A capacitor charges up over a few seconds, then dumps all that energy in a fraction of a second to create a burst of light. No capacitor, no flash. Component 3. Transistor. Definition: a component that acts as a switch or amplifier controlled by a small signal. Faucet handle, tiny turn controls a huge flow of water. The smartphone's processor has billions of them, switching on and off billions of times per second. The transistor is the real superstar. Think of a faucet. A tiny twist of your wrist controls a huge rush of water. A transistor does the same electrically. A tiny signal at its base controls a much larger current. The smartphone's processor has billions of them, each one switching on and off billions of times per second. Recap how they work together. So let's bring it all together. In even the simplest circuit, say a nightlight, the resistor makes sure the LED doesn't get too much current. The capacitor smooths and flickers in the power supply so the light stays steady. And a transistor could act as a speed switch, letting a tiny signal from a light sensor flip the whole light on or off. Each component has a job and they work as a team. Components: resistor, capacitor, resistor. Resistor function controls, limits current. In the nightlight, protects the LED from too much power. Component: capacitor function stores, releases energy. In the nightlight, keeps the light steady, no flickers. Component: transistor function switches, amplifies signal. In the nightlight, flips the light on off via sensor signal. Next time we're going hands-on, we'll take these three components, a resistor, a capacitor, and a transistor, and wire them together into a basic blinking LED circuit. You'll see exactly how they talk to each other in real time. Bring your breadboards. Use a water analogy consistent across all three components to build a unified mental model. Pause after the transition section. Students often find it the hardest to grasp intuitively. The nightlight recap ties all three together. Consider drawing a simple diagram on the board, ending with bring your breadboard, signal hands-on work, next session, and burst anticipation.